I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. After slightly cooler highs in the 50s this afternoon and elevated fire weather concerns, westerly winds off a ridge of high pressure, warmer highs into the low to mid 60s for tomorrow and Friday. Elevated to near critical fire conditions continue, especially for Friday afternoon with northwest wind gusts to 25 to 35. Highs cool slightly to the 50s to the low 60s over the weekend and Monday as the ridge of high pressure breaks down. The first of several disturbances brings a chance for precipitation late Sunday into Monday morning. Precipitation should fall mostly as rain with a few wet snowflakes. Any rain amounts should range from a trace to a tenth of an inch. More widespread precipitation, mostly rain, arrives late Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night. Chances right now very low for an inch or more of snow. Highs cool into the mid-40s to the low 50s by Tuesday. In our long-term forecast, Nebraska and Kansas temperatures are seasonal or near normal Monday to the middle of next week. Temperatures trend slightly warmer than normal by late next week through March 11th. Above normal precipitation predicted Monday to the middle of next week for Nebraska and Kansas. By late next week through March 11th, precipitation expected to be near normal. Key weather factors the markets are watching include widespread rain that is mostly too late in Argentina and central Brazil rain slightly delaying soybean harvest and planting of second crop corn. Today in the U.S., precipitation spreads from the Midwest into the Northeast with rain and snow lingering through tomorrow. Snow blankets parts of the upper Great Lakes on Friday. Over the weekend, some rain and snow overspreads the Pacific Coast and the Great Basin. Completely dry weather prevails the next 5 days across the Deep South, the northwestern half of the plains, and much of the Southwest. Mild weather continues nationwide for the next several days, aside from a modest weekend cool spell across the Midwest and the Northeast. Late this weekend, a small storm moves through the central and southern plains and diminishes while it moves to the east. A larger storm tracks across the U.S. the early to middle of next week. Warmer air keeps most of the precipitation as rain. Colder air spreads south through the U.S. by the middle of next week, but nothing as cold as the cold snap of last week. Southern Argentina expects another day of heavy rain today before the rain moves into the north tomorrow and Friday. Additional rain moves through Argentina this weekend and next week. The Argentina rains are too late for maturing corn and soybeans due to the hot and dry weather of last month and most of this month. Towards central Brazil, a drier stretch is allowing progress for soybean harvest and planting second crop corn to get back on schedule. Some of central Brazil's second crop corn planting is delayed by recent rains, but that tends to be typical. Less widespread rain into early next week in eastern and southern Brazil is unfavorable for any mature full season crops or newly planted second crop corn. With your check of the ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.